respiratory disease, and while he was here, he took a donkey ride up the chimney rock. It costed him $1 to take that donkey ride all the way to the top. That was before there were stairs and before the elevator. All the river running through it, and he was just like, I want to move here and I want to build a resort town, an entire resort town. I want to do a full development. Now the stock market crash hit, so they didn't really get to do a full development, but 1925 they started on a hydroelectric dam, which was pretty inventive for that time, and that dam still runs today. It's turbines at 500 RPMs, and so 64 acres of mountaintop. Needless to say, they kept that in the family. They kept that property in the family, and after they lost everything, after building Lake Lawrence and lost everything, they ended up keeping that in the family, and in 2007, North Carolina purchased Chimney Rock from them for $24 million. In the silent era, but movies like Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin, My Fellow American, Body Heat with Kathleen Turner, let's see, Thunder Road, Gigi and Nate was a pretty recent movie that they filmed right here as well.
So I know they filmed Richie Rich and Fillmore. What did they film around here?
Every beach scene was right there.
Oh, really?
And the most iconic is actually Dirty Dancing. We have a festival every single year in September celebrating the filming of the movie here, and it's just actually really a lot of fun because couples. Right behind the chimney, you're going to see an old broken down staircase that goes all the way up the back of the hill. This is as soon as we get around this little peninsula of trees right here. The very first thing you're going to see in this cove is going to be a house with a chimney. If you see that staircase, you might remember Baby saying, I carried a watermelon.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, so this is where she did practice her dance scenes coming back and forth from Johnny's cabin. You see that chimney? And then you'll see the staircase going all the way up to the top of the hill.
Are you talking on that side or this side?
Yep, right there, that chimney we're looking at.
Oh, right there. Oh, right there. I see.
Yeah, the steps are going up behind it, so that's where they filmed that. So this is Firefly Cove. It's now a private gated development.
So that house is new then?
Yeah, so this used to be a boys' camp. This was called Chimney Rock Boys' Camp, again, part of the recreational town. And they had a gymnasium here and a few bunkers. One of those bunkers ended up being Johnny's cabin, which is purchased now by the Lake Lord Inn. So you can actually book Johnny's cabin if you ever want to stay in that.
Oh.
Yeah, so the gymnasium is where they did all of the banquet and dance scenes. So that like final dancing where you pull baby out. Lower deck, and as you can see, they like to party. They've got a tiki bar, they've got a lake-fed waterfall, and a palm tree. And I really talk to these guys, but they're like never home. That's actually what the wait. Today, they use it. The people in the Brown House are the ones that actually maintain it. Yeah. building is actually the Lake Lure Lodge. It's the only public rentals that you can have on the lake. Everything else is privately owned. There's about 700 700 houses on the lake, and they're all privately owned. Most of them are Airbnb. About 76% of them Airbnb or stayed in maybe 2 or 3 times by the owners throughout the year. Now, this Lake Lure Lodge, it was built in the 1930s to be a reprieve for all the state troopers. There's still a lot of like hunky-dunky little state troopers that come in there and hang out at the bar. It's got a really swanky restaurant called the Appalachia. They serve local and seasonal cuisine, like chef's kiss type dining. And if you like casual dining, if you look all the way to the back of the cove, you'll see that white rooftop, and that's the lake house. The lake house is casual dining, a great atmosphere, and they actually have dockside seating. So if you wanted to sit out and overlook the lake, you can. And if you have a boat, you can actually dock up to it, and they'll serve you boatside. It's pretty neat.
What is that, the water play thing? Is that from a camp, or is that a camp over there where the climbing area is?
That's actually a camp.
Yeah.
They do 2 or 3 different camps throughout the year. I don't think it's limited to boys or girls. I think they do all kinds of general camps that you can sign up for.
Yeah.
That's like a little inflatable rock climbing boulder.
That's all? Yeah. I'm super hot and I'm sweating. I can feel it. You didn't drop down here. I see why you're ready. That was short. Maybe it worked. Or there's so but I totally know what it is. But as I got out, the first time we did it, big old.
We've got a beautiful view over here on our left-hand side. It's what the Native Americans term sleeping lady. If you notice, so she's leaning on her side, laying on her side with her hair flowing down her head, her shoulders, and her hips. That's what they call sleeping lady. Right there, to the far right-hand side of it is called Party Rock. Also over here.